gosh, hey! Yes, it has been so long since we got to catch up. Way too long. Well, but that's one thing that we both have always said that whenever we don't see each other for a while or we don't talk as often as we used to because we used to see each other all the time, but now we both kind of have our own lives, but we do say that whenever we connect, it's we pick up right where we left off, which is something that I have always loved about our friendship. Yes, exactly. No, I totally believe that soulmates exist, but not necessarily just in a romantic way. Do you know what I mean? I think we're soulmate friends, like soul sisters. Yeah, kind of, but friends. Exactly. No, for sure. I totally feel that. Yeah, I've been pretty good. Let me think. Kind of same old, same old. I'm in a few classes right now. Yeah, I don't. Things have kind of been up in the air with, the whole everything that's been going on. But I'm sure. What about you? Oh my gosh, you got a promotion? Oh, yes, good for you. I do remember last time we linked up, you told me that you really liked the management where you were. Yes, that is so important because good managers, they can really change like the work environment. They can make it so that they can make it really good or really bad. We both have had, oh yeah, I think about your days back working, yes, in the warehouse. Yeah, I'm glad you're out of there. Yes, oh yeah. You had some wild stories though. They were a good time. I mean, not a good time for you, but they they were definitely fun to listen to. Yes, I know. Thriving off of other people's misfortune. You have to, yeah, exactly. You know they were good stories. Yes. Oh my goodness. So, let me tell you. So I have some tea for you. Get ready because the tea is piping hot. Oh yeah. Yes. So Lindsay broke up with her man. Yes, the one she'd been dating for a few years now. Broke up with him. But she already has a new man. I think they're maybe from the same hometown or maybe knew each other growing up or something because I think he's relatively in the same area. Yeah, I know. And her boy or her ex was always pretty nice. I thought whenever I would run into him. Yeah, but they are no longer. Yeah, R.I.P. to that relationship. Yeah. No, from what I can remember, I think Lizzie's back home. Yeah, she moved back home right now because she can work remotely, and she thought, why am I paying for an apartment right now? And so she paid for the lease to get out of her lease, and now, yeah, yeah, she's back home. I think she's having a good time. She just works in her parents' home office every day, and then saving money. Get that bag, sister. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm happy for her. She deserves it. I mean, yeah, yeah. I think it was hard for her to leave because you don't know how long that's gonna last or well, no. See, because the thing is, her job. Yeah, they ended up selling a lot of the office space, and so she doesn't really have a place to go back to in the workspace, her and her team. Yeah, but I mean, she said that she's been able to do her job just fine, from home. Yeah, she says that she watches a lot of TV during the slow hours because otherwise she'll fall asleep and she's afraid she'll miss an important phone call or email. And I'm like, I get it. Do what you gotta do. Yes. Oh, let me think. What else? so much I had to tell you. I feel like I should have written it down, like, just, like, been like, June 4th, this happened. September 17th, this happened. I mean, yeah, I text you about stuff, but still, like, you know, just the little things that happen in everyday life, like, it would be fun to catch up on that too. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, get this, Maggie is working as a bartender now. Yes. Can you believe that? I mean, I really thought that she was gonna be like finding a cure to cancer right now, but she's really happy with what she's doing. I'm like, good for you, girl. Like, make those cocktails, get that money. As long as you're happy, I guess that's all that matters. Yeah, and like, yeah, so she had thought like for a long time that she was like gonna go to medical school and be like this top tier surgeon and all this stuff. But I get it. Like, as you grow up, like, it can be kind of scary to think about like the rest of your life, especially whenever you try to like plan that out. Whenever you're like a teenager, that is so much. I don't know. That's like a lot of responsibility for a teenager. You know what I mean? Yes. So like, I think she might have like grew up a little bit. It's like, oh no, that's actually not what I wanted to. So whatever. If she's happy. Yes. I have to see if she has like a special recipe for mojito or something. Oh yeah, throw a little mint in there. Ooh yeah, that sounds good. Yes. Okay. And then yes. So Isaac, you would not believe this. Isaac, he just signed a new lease. Yes, so I saw the place. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Exposed brick everywhere. I will say it's a little weird because like I pulled up to the place because there was like he had like a little housewarming kind of thing. He was like, hey, stop by so you can see the place. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. So I go. I pull up to this place. I knock on the door. This family that I have never seen before answers it. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm looking for this house. And they were like, that's our address. But everybody else on the street has that address. And I was like, what does that mean? I don't quite understand what that means. But she was right. And then Isaac came to the door. I was just one house down, but like, I don't know. I feel like it would be really hard if like if he had had like a big get together or something instead of just being like, hey, come over, and I like took over like a decorative plant, you know. But like if he had had like a big get together, all of his neighbors would have been like, oh my, so annoyed that all these people were showing up to the wrong house, even though like it was the right address. So I mean, technically, like it wasn't my fault. It was just strange urban design, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. I have never seen that either. Yes. Oh my gosh. Did you see Kenzie and Caden? Yes. They're expecting a baby. Honestly, I kind of forgot that they both existed, but then I saw. So she made this super cute announcement post, and I was like, wait, who? And then, like, I scrolled back up, and then I saw the names, and I was like, oh, they're expecting a baby. Yeah. I think like May or June of next year. I hope that baby has her eyes. You could get lost looking into those things. Oh yeah, it's kind of scary because like whenever you make eye contact with her for like a prolonged period of time, and she's kind of like it's like she's looking into your soul, and like everything about you is exposed, but you can't look away because you're like, ooh, this is different, like vulnerable. Yes, but we know you like to keep your walls up. Yeah, I think that's why you didn't like her because she always like make those deeper connections, and you were like, I'm not having it. Oh, you didn't trust her. Okay, well, I think her and Jill were in the wrong in that situation. I don't think either of them were right. But Jill, just after she moved away, it was kind of like I didn't really stay in contact with her, but I stayed more in contact with Kenzie. And once Kenzie and Kaden got together, like I don't know, we just kind of got busy with our own lives. Like she's not like my favorite person in the world, but like, I mean, good for you. I hope your baby's like happy and healthy. Yes. Well, I mean, like that's one thing that I've never understood is like whenever people like have like a brand new baby. No, sorry, what do they call them? Newborns. Yes, whenever somebody like just delivers a newborn, and then they post a picture of them, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, like what a cute baby," and I'm like, "That baby's really not that cute." Like if I was growing up right now in this age of like social media and stuff, I'd be like, "Hey, mom and dad, can you like not post any pictures of me until I'm like a few months old? Like whenever I get like some chunky cheeks and like I don't know, don't look like I was just birthed. I would appreciate that, but no, teach their own, whatever." Yes, have you tried out the new coffee bar there? No, me neither. But I walked on the outside and it's like all open air, which is like perfect, except I don't know how they're gonna really like operate in the colder months, but who knows, maybe they have like outdoor heaters, but yes, cute little setups, little like tea candles everywhere, and it had like a very relaxed atmosphere to it. Like you know how some like coffee shops you go to and they're playing like coffee house music, and you're like, oh, I could vibe to this, but then like it's so busy, you're like, no, not for me. Yeah, I think this was different because it was outside, so it was like you didn't feel like everybody was running around you. Yes, exactly. Oh, totally. No, all of their coffee comes from the roasters. Down on Southwest. Yes, those are the ones. I think they're my favorite coffee roasters in the city. And they do like everything ethically and sustainably, and I'm like, oh, love that. Absolutely. Yes, you totally get it. Well, I remember you were big on like the matchas. You make them at home. Ah, good for you. Wait, how do you make your own cashew milk? Incredible. You are iconic. Yes, maybe I should get in on that. Like, should I buy myself a food processor for Christmas? Maybe. It only comes once a year, right? Okay, I know that I buy myself gifts for like my birthday too, but that's like in June, so it, it doesn't count. Like that's like 6 months difference. Yeah, treat yourself, baby. Absolutely, you get it. I appreciate the support, even though I probably don't need you encouraging my spending habits, but whatever. I've actually been doing pretty good about it recently. Yeah, I did. Oh wait, no, I did buy stuff on Black Friday. That online shopping, they sent me all those emails. Oh, yes. Are you the one who told me about that site? Yes, I finally ordered something from them. And I was so surprised because I got an email like the next day that it had shipped. Yeah, but I don't know like where it shipped from because like I don't know when it'll be. Yeah, I don't know. I'll send you pics whenever it comes in. Little fashion session, little fashion show. Oh yeah, it'll be a good time. As long as you hype me up, that's what I need. Yes. I mean, I won't lie, quarantine, I've definitely gained a few pounds, but my thinking, I'm like, you know, it's the winter season. I need like some insulation to keep me warm. That's what like Arctic animals do. Exactly. I'm like, it's natural. It'll be fine. Yeah. It's just kind of hard because I got really into lifting, and then I just don't really feel comfortable going to the gym right now, and so it was a major hit to the gains. Yeah. Well, that's like you. I mean, how many half marathons have you done? Like 4 or 5? Oh, okay, you've done 6. Okay, yeah, a little humble brag. Yeah, well, I've only done 5, I've done 6, but I only count 5 of them because my 6th one was over 2 hours. Please. Yes, brag about your accomplishments. Not everybody does that. Yeah, no, it definitely takes like a lot of discipline. For sure. Well, that's something that like I've always admired about you is how disciplined you are. You're like, when you need to get something done, you get it done. Or like if you put your mind to something, you're like, yeah, no, it's gonna happen. And then you like don't really let anything like, you don't let it like, oh, what's the word? You don't let it like try to like set you back or deter you in any way. You're just like, it's gonna happen, and you have full confidence that it's gonna happen, and then you make it like, you, in the end, it all comes to a final conclusion, and I'm like, yeah, they did that thing. Good for them. Oh yeah, you know I'm always one of your top supporters. Although I do have a confession to make. So since it's about the holiday, like it's almost time for Christmas now. Last year for Christmas, I ended up getting you an opal necklace, and it came in, yeah, kind of like a choker. Yeah, it like wasn't like all the way up here, but it was like, it wasn't like a loose necklace, you know? Yes, exactly. Well, I ended up getting you one, but I tried it on in the mirror and I liked it so much that I kept it. Yeah, I probably should have just kept that to myself, but like, yeah, I mean, better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. You get it. Absolutely. Yes. Oh my goodness. Did you see the song he shared? Life changing. It was so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I did not know that this man had like, you know, like a poetic bone in his body, and then there he is writing these beautiful song lyrics. I was like, oh my gosh. And apparently, yes, so it turns out his roommate's best friend, yes, no, you know her, you won't believe who it is. Brianna. Yes, that's his roommate's best friend. Well, Brianna told me that he actually does some like, I guess it's like open mic nights. Yeah, see, like I wouldn't think that either, because like he always kind of just keeps to himself, and you're like, oh yeah, good for you. But like when he shared that song, I was like, oh, well, I guess he got up the confidence by like performing in front of these strangers, and I'm like, man, that is awesome to like have the courage to do that. Good for you. Oh, absolutely. Well, I bought the song. I'm like, yeah, I'll throw in like my $1.30 or whatever for him. Yes. Oh yeah. Well, that's like my yearly, you know, like the conclusion of like your yearly listening. Yeah. Well, see, I think I would be like in a lot more of like the 0.001% than I was, except I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. You know, I'm all about the live music. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you remember that concert we went to? Flo Rida. He was so good. I don't know why it was so much fun, but it was. And it was so muddy. They had hay all over the ground to like try to absorb the mud, but it really just ended up looking like the county fair. Yes. I'm sure Flo Rida was like really confused, but we had a good time, which is all that matters. Oh, I would totally see him again. Yes, absolutely. Oh, you get it, for sure. Yes, okay. Yeah. No. It wasn't in February. I think it was a little later. Because February would have been too cold. Maybe it was late February. Maybe it was like early March. Your memory is so much better than mine. Also, your like time management skills are not so much, I guess, kind of time management, but like you are always very punctual, and I am not. So yeah, that's always something that I've been like really, I found very admirable of you, because like whenever I would be early to something, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm 5 minutes early, and you'd be like, yeah, I've been here for half an hour, just figured I'd like get here early for both of us, and I'm like, man, how do they do that? Yes, Yes, and you're always looking so fabulous when you do. Oh my gosh, the leopard shoes. And you got them for such a good deal. I remember when you told me that you got them for like $12. I was like, oh, they gave you such bad blisters, but your outfit slayed. Yes. Mhm. Oh, absolutely. Yes. You remember Danny? Okay. The only thing that I like comes to mind when I think about Danny is the fact that he requested the DJ to play "Sweet Child of Mine" like 4 times. Yeah, like he was really loving that song. But nothing is like Dylan whenever Downtown played, you know, the Macklemore song. I have never seen anybody. It was like a euphoric experience for that boy. Oh my gosh, he like transcended to another plane or dimension, and then he was having the time of his life. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have as good of a time as Dylan dancing to Downtown. It is such a vivid memory of mine. Yes, he. I think. I mean, I never heard a bad thing about him. Is he in law school now? That's impressive. Good for you, Dylan. Oh yeah. Well, what have you heard about? No, no. Who am I thinking of? You know, the tall girl, killer body because she did CrossFit like all the time. Yes, Becky. No. Becca. It was Becca. Yeah. What is she up to now? Oh, San Diego. I hear San Diego. Okay, I really want to go because their zoo is supposed to be amazing. You know, I love a good zoo, good aquarium, all that stuff. I, for the first time in my life, like 2 years ago when I went to the zoo, I like pet the stingrays, you know, like they just float around in this little tank. Like you just stick your hand in the water and you pet them. That was like my happy place. Oh yeah, I highly recommend you ever get the chance to do it. They're like just these little stingrays, and they look so happy. Like, have you ever seen a picture of the bottom of a stingray, like the underside of it? Yes, they look like they're smiling. They're so cute. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Well, listen. Um. Yeah, I'll go make us hot chocolate, and then we can continue just gabbing. Okay. Perfect. I'm so glad we're getting to catch up. It's been way too long. Yes.